Happy Thursday, dreamers. Another blessed and grateful day. Sunny, shiny over in Florida. Lot to be grateful for. And as you see, today's topic, we're getting into it is never, most of the time, a lack of resources. The problem, Tony Robbins says, it is a lack of being resourceful. Meaning we all most of the time have the resources. It's just learning how to really go ahead and maximize them. So that's the topic coming in for today. And let me know, how is everyone feeling? Grateful to be alive. Grateful for each of you. Grateful for God. Another day to go ahead and get 1% better daily. The principle of Kaizen, the ideology dropping in the chats for today to go ahead and kick the gears into first, second, third, fifth, and sixth gear for 2026. So let's get into it. I remember getting started at the beginning. One of my biggest problems was I used to always think I needed more than what I had. I used to always think I needed a fancy laptop. I used to always think I needed to go and spend all of this money on a camera, and it gave me procrastination. Instead of going out and doing the thing, I would wait until I actually had it to then go out and take the action. But here's what I learned and here's what I realized. I would start going to events and I would start going to different atmospheres, and I would say, you know what? I don't have a camera on me, but I need to make some content. I'm over here at an event. I have all of these opportunities to go ahead and maximize it. Well, let's just go ahead and just do it anyways. And I would rather be done than trying to be perfect. That's something that my mentor always told me. He said, D, while you keep trying to go ahead and make the perfect video, somebody else is going to be lapping you because they're just doing it. And they're getting better as they go. So it got to a point I was like, you know what? Let me just lean my phone down against a tree. Let me put it on a water bottle and let me just start filming the videos. And I can tell you, nothing ever got easier. We just got better. I started to learn to find better angles. I started to be able to actually ask people that I was with, hey, can you go ahead and film this for me? And we started to grow and build a brand from knowing nothing about social media to then actually being able to learn a lot of different assets. But it taught me a lot of different parts about business. That's just about social media. It could be even going out and making new contacts. A lot of us, I used to make the excuse, man, it seems like nobody in my city's hungry. I can't find anybody that actually wants to really grow, until I started to, again, think much bigger, much sooner, right? We all can go on Facebook and go ahead and type in local events that are right here in all of our cities to be able to actually go ahead and make new contacts. Again, something mentors always said is ABC, always be connecting. Because if you knew your network is your net worth, you would be making new contacts every single day. So I started to utilize it, whether I was going to the gym, whether I was going to the gas station. I started to make new contacts and to actually stretch outside of my comfort zone. And the cool part is it was free, right? Attending local events, going to different places where I could get around more people to grow my network, okay? The next thing was actually getting out to events. I used to always think, man, it costs so much. I got to pay for the flight. We got to pay for the hotel. We got to pay for the event ticket. Well, when you start to be resourceful, we figured out ways to make it happen. Like for New Orleans, perfect example, okay? We just had a huge reason over there in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, and some people could have easily made the excuse like, man, I can't afford a flight. How am I going to get my ticket? Well, some people, they were door dashing, they were Ubering, they did whatever it took to go ahead and literally make up $200-300 in a matter of a week and a half, and then they were able to pay for the ticket. They were able to sell some of the clothes that they've never worn in the past 2 years in their closet on eBay and on Marketplace to go ahead and make a couple extra dollars, okay? So I learned a long time ago, if we want it bad enough, we'll make it happen. We could easily sit around and be lazy, or we could plan ahead and say, you know what? We have a trip coming up in New Orleans, Louisiana. How can I get myself in position now so I can already have that taken care of? See, so many of us, we make money, but then it's just as easy to go ahead and spend it. So being resourceful, having a game plan, getting organized, right? Say this event is literally around $200 to be able to get a plane ticket. Do you realize that's only around 2 memberships? And the whole plane ticket is covered? And then if you want to go ahead and pay for a rental, that's 1 membership. So this is what Brian Carruthers talks about all the time. He's like, you realize this business can actually cover anywhere we want to go, whatever you want to go ahead and buy. It's just being able to believe that it's possible for each and every single one of us. So that was just my thought topic coming in today for New Orleans, because this is the focus from now for the next 90 days. It's packing out Louisiana. So Taj, get ready. We're coming out to your city. I'm fired up. I'm excited, and everything again is leading towards the international convention. So if you guys need help, if you need to go ahead and figure out a way to get there, we would carpool. We have ways that we can split hotels with 4 people in a room. The cost is cheap. So remember, it's never a lack of resources. Most of the time, it is a lack of being resourceful. So stay tuned. If you guys need the link, I'll send it to you. And as always, we can be, do, and have anything. We can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. It's game time. Let's grow.